Well, first let me say to the students in class, welcome back to SMU this year, and or if this is your first year, which I don't think there are probably any freshmen in the class, but we're pleased that you're at the Simmons School in the Sport Performance Leadership Program. Professor Bertrand asked me if I would introduce today's speaker, and it's an honor, actually, to do that. Before I introduce him and tell you a little bit about him, though, I think the interesting thing you're going to learn is that in the process of becoming a teacher or a counselor, or in this case a coach, you have to know as much about yourself as you do about the clients you're going to work with or the students you're going to work with. And that's really, I think, at the core of what you're going to hear about today, but also I think what Professor Bertrand is trying to get you to understand about the science of coaching. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to Dr. Eric Bing. Dr. Bing came to Dallas several years ago to serve as a fellow in global health at the Bush Presidential Center. And if you look at his credentials, you'll find a man who has done some amazing work. He was a founding faculty member in a medical school. He has a degree, many degrees in areas that have allowed him to really shape who he is as a professional. Has done tremendous work locally in Los Angeles, but also globally in sub-Saharan Africa, focused on HIV, the HIV epidemic, and ways to try to stem that epidemic through education, through treatment, through prevention. And it really teed him up to come to SMU to work at the Bush Institute in their Pink Ribbon, Red Ribbon campaign, which is really to try to take the philosophy of working with HIV prevention and also serve women in sub-Saharan Africa who have cervical cancer, or to try to prevent cervical cancer. But an interesting thing is, through his career, what Dr. Bing has figured out is that global health is really sort of an area in which he applies what he focuses on, but it's not necessarily the area he's most interested in. What he's most interested in is how you build capacity in people to be all that they can be. And that's what then creates people who can make a difference in places like sub-Saharan Africa. So in the last couple of years, we've offered a position for Dr. Bing to become part of the Simmons School, and he has a joint appointment in the Department of Anthropology in Dedman College. And his interests really are in how to help people like you to understand what it is you need to do to prepare yourself to be a coach of other people. And he has a unique mentoring program that I think helps people understand themselves and helps them then become better at what they do. And I think your opportunity to hear him today is going to be a real pleasure. So, Dr. Eric Bing.